Bill Burnett, Designing Your Work Life, How to Thrive in Change and Find Happiness at Work. Embarking on a fulfilling career journey can feel like a never-ending quest full of roadblocks and detours. Designing Your Work Life by Bill Burnett offers principles and insights to help you thrive in your work life and find happiness along the way. In this enlightening book summary, you will discover techniques including reframing your perspective, optimizing motivation, leveraging your influence, purposeful quitting, and focusing on self-employment success. The concept of life designing will empower you to take control of your career and embrace a mindset of learning and growth, ultimately leading to greater fulfillment and happiness.
Embracing the career journey. Break free from the constant pursuit of career advancement by appreciating where you are now. Shift your mindset from a non-life designer to a life designer by recognizing the value of your current position and exploring ways to make it more fulfilling. Utilize the power of reframing to focus on what is working well and the aspects you enjoy in your job. This new perspective may reveal insights into redesigning your role or addressing gaps, ultimately leading to greater satisfaction. Are you still asking, are we there yet, when thinking about your career progress? Even as adults, it's common to get caught up in striving for more achievement, which can make us feel dissatisfied with our present roles. However, it's crucial to shift our perspective and understand that where we are in our careers is good enough, at least for the time being. Contemporary culture encourages us to seek more money, status, and success. Yet, the paradox of such desires is that they are never truly fulfilled. This cycle of wanting more, also known as the hedonic treadmill, involves chasing after pleasure, which inevitably fades, leaving us yearning for the next desire. Those who fall into this trap are referred to as non-life designers. They want more from their careers, higher-paying jobs, more power, larger offices, without questioning why they desire these things. To break free from this unending loop, we should strive to become life designers by living with intention and recognizing that our current situation is satisfactory. To adopt this mindset, use the reframe, a powerful technique from the designer's toolkit. Reframing isn't about forcing yourself to accept your situation but rather restructuring your viewpoint. This involves identifying the positive aspects of your current role, such as what works well and the tasks you find enjoyable. If this proves difficult, consider keeping a journal to help shift your perspective. By reframing your outlook, you will gain new insights into your current circumstances. This clarity may reveal opportunities to redesign your job to better suit your needs or highlight areas that need improvement. With this knowledge, you can take the initiative to address those gaps, allowing for a more fulfilling career path. So, embrace your career journey and learn to appreciate where you are now. It's good enough for the moment. Balancing money, impact, and expression. Disregard the false dichotomy between money and meaning in your career. Instead, imagine a mixer board with 3 control dials representing money, impact, and expression. Design your work by finding the perfect balance between these 3 elements, leading you to professional satisfaction and enabling you to lead a life filled with both prosperity and purpose. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need to choose between money and meaning in your career. To challenge this misconception, picture your profession as a mixer board with 3 dials: money, impact, and expression. Money indicates your financial rewards, impact represents your social contribution, and expression signifies your creativity. Every job has a unique combination of these 3 components. In some high-paying positions, the money dial is cranked up high, whereas the impact and expression dials remain low. The opposite holds true for roles that provide a significant level of impact or creativity. The key to attaining professional contentment lies in determining the ideal balance that works for you. You can find your perfect mix through a process of trial and error. Reflect on your present job and where each dial is positioned on your mixer board. Are you satisfied with the balance? Or do you want more or less of a specific element? To achieve your desired balance, make small, incremental adjustments. For instance, if you crave more creativity, expression, consider proposing artistic projects at work, such as redesigning the company's website or updating their logo. If necessary, you might even consider reducing your work hours, turning down your money dial, to allocate time for personal pursuits, like painting. By carefully tweaking the dials on your career mixer board, you can harmonize money, impact, and expression, resulting in a fulfilling and purposeful career. Mastering problem finding. Bernadette, like many others, is unhappy in her job due to feeling unappreciated by her boss. The key to resolving her issue is to recognize that problem finding is as important as problem solving. By breaking down her problem into smaller, actionable steps, she can identify solutions to improve her situation, such as seeking feedback from other sources within the organization. Meet Bernadette. She represents a significant portion of the workforce who feel unhappy in their jobs. She believes her boss's lack of appreciation for her work is her primary issue, and changing her workplace is the solution. However, that is a misdiagnosis of the actual problem. It's essential to understand that problem finding is just as crucial as problem solving. Good design involves tackling the right issues and knowing the reasons behind them. Bernadette's work situation seems challenging because she hasn't correctly identified the problem that needs fixing. Designers recognize that some problems are essential and can be solved effectively by breaking them down into minimum actionable problems. These are smaller issues derived from massive, complicated problems that can be resolved quickly. To turn her issue into a minimum actionable problem, Bernadette needs to reframe it. She should set aside her biases and value judgments about her boss and focus on the root cause: she feels unappreciated. This feeling stems from her boss's inability to provide constructive feedback, whether positive or negative. Bernadette's ideal solution would involve her boss becoming great at giving feedback. However, she cannot control that outcome, so she must find other ways to address her issue. She can start by considering the question: how might I find other sources of feedback in the organization? By seeking input from other teams or clients, Bernadette can find ways to feel valued and appreciated. For instance, she could establish a weekly review meeting with her project team to receive feedback. By tapping into alternative channels, Bernadette can significantly improve her situation and ultimately solve her problem. Ignite intrinsic motivation. Unhappiness at work often stems from a lack of motivation. By focusing on intrinsic motivation and developing your autonomy, relatedness, and competence, you can improve your work experience and drive personal growth. Find freedom in your work life by extending and building on your assigned tasks, seeking genuine connections with coworkers, and reframing challenges as opportunities to boost your skills. By nurturing these elements, your motivation will ignite, transforming your job satisfaction and opening doors to new possibilities. At the core of workplace dissatisfaction, there's often a deeper issue: motivation. Engaging with a mundane or seemingly unfulfilling job can be made bearable, even enjoyable, with a motivated and positive mindset, yet the opposite is true for demotivated individuals in even the most fast-paced careers. Recognize that motivation is intrinsic, not extrinsic. When you can tap into your inner drive, you'll find the power to explore new challenges and rewards in your current job or fuel your search for fresh opportunities. To cultivate your intrinsic motivation, focus on the career arc, which can be broken down into three fundamental components: autonomy, relatedness, and competence. Autonomy is the freedom to direct your own life, a vital psychological need. Regardless of your job, having the liberty to control when and how tasks are completed is crucial. To develop autonomy in a position with predetermined tasks, it's time to overdeliver. Go beyond the basic requirements of your job, seeking ways to improve processes or generate new clientele. While you may not control your initial task list, how you expand upon it lies within your power. Relatedness, or the connections you make at work, also plays a significant role in job satisfaction. It's no surprise that many individuals feel more fulfilled in roles that allow them to collaborate with others. To enhance relatedness, seek opportunities for genuine interaction and teamwork within your workplace. Competence, the third component, involves taking pride in your skills and abilities. People naturally enjoy activities they excel at. If you struggle with certain job aspects, reframe them as chances to improve your competence. Approaching challenges from this perspective can reignite your motivation and open doors for growth. In conclusion, by nurturing autonomy, relatedness, and competence, you're fostering an environment where motivation thrives. As you fuel your intrinsic drive, you'll transform the way you experience your job and set a path toward growth, satisfaction, and unanticipated possibilities. Unleash your hidden influence. Don't get caught up in daydreaming about having your boss's authority. Instead, realize the power of influence you already have and learn to leverage it. Recognize the two types of power in the workplace: authority and influence. While you might not have authority, anyone can develop influence by adding value to their work, being recognized for it, and taking ownership of both achievements and mistakes. As your influence grows, authority figures will seek your advice and input, which can positively impact your work experience and help you design a better work life. Have you ever wished you were the one running the show at your workplace? Imagining overhauling workflows, rejecting bad projects, and making a real difference? Although you might not be the CEO, you still have the power to create change, by tapping into your influence. Start by identifying your influence and learning how to leverage it. Power in the workplace has two faces: authority and influence. While authority follows hierarchy with the CEO at the top and the manager below, influence operates across all ranks. You can cultivate influence when your work is recognized and valued by decision-makers, your opinions matter, and your input is respected. To become an influencer at work, focus on adding value by offering advice, providing suggestions, and tackling extra tasks. Being recognized plays a significant role too. Ensure you take credit for your achievements and own up to any mistakes. As you establish a solid track record of contributing value and earning recognition, you'll start to be seen as an influencer. Before long, those in positions of authority will come to you for advice and actively seek your input. Once you embrace your influence, you'll realize that authority isn't the be-all and end-all of workplace power. The big boss might not have control over every aspect of your work, and as you recognize who holds the power to directly enhance your job experience, you can make positive changes. While building influence won't necessarily land you in a position of authority, it will provide the leverage needed to shape a better work life for yourself. Redesigning your career path. Just like great designs take time and numerous iterations, your career also requires a thoughtful and iterative approach. Don't just quit your job in haste, redesign it by reframing, re-enlisting, remodeling, or relaunching your role. Challenge your perceptions, reconnect with your passion, and adapt or upgrade your skills to create a fulfilling and satisfying work life. Great designs are born from a cycle of creating, prototyping, trialing, and refining until perfection is achieved. Coincidentally, our careers follow a similar path. Instead of hastily quitting a job that you're not satisfied with, try redesigning it using the principles of design: reframe, re-enlist, remodel, and relaunch. Start by reframing your perspective. Shift your focus from the negatives to the opportunities in your job, concentrating on the positive aspects of your work. Next, re-enlist by engaging deeply with your passion. If you enjoy collaborating with others, immerse yourself in teamwork, and celebrate the collective successes as your own personal triumphs. Reframing and re-enlisting may be small adjustments, but they pave the way for a more impactful transformation: remodeling your role. Identify the job aspects that excite you and incorporate them into your current position. If necessary, transition to a new role within your company to let your talent shine. For instance, if you've honed interpersonal skills in a customer service role, consider applying those skills to a sales position. If a fundamental change is what you crave, it's time to relaunch your career. Propel yourself into a new field by exploring opportunities to upskill while on the job. If that's not possible, consider enrolling in courses or programs outside of work to improve your qualifications. For example, If you're in customer service and notice that coders receive the most enticing assignments and lucrative salaries, consider taking coding classes to prepare yourself for a relaunch into that realm. Embrace the design cycle in your career, reframe, re-enlist, remodel, or relaunch, and keep iterating until you find the job you wholeheartedly love. Master the art of quitting. Quitting your job can be a crucial step in shaping your career path, but it must be done intelligently. To quit smartly, treat it as a conscious decision and the last resort, rather than a hasty choice. Ensure that you leave your job by tying up loose ends, updating everyone on your projects, and preparing your successor. Engage your professional network to find new opportunities and collaborations. Frame your departure's narrative as a productive, growth-oriented decision to reflect a positive perspective. Leaving your job is an inevitable part of your career journey, and doing it well can set the stage for greater success. Embrace the concept of quitting smarter to make a lasting impact on your professional future. The first step in quitting smart is to treat it as a conscious decision. Avoid rash moves and explore resigning only after you've exhausted other avenues of improving your current role. Remember, quitting should come after a careful process of reevaluation, not as an impulsive reaction. When you do decide to quit, make a conscious effort to leave the campsite better than you found it. Address any loose ends, keep coworkers updated on your projects, and create a smooth transition for your successor. By leaving your job gracefully, you maintain strong relationships with former colleagues, who will remain a vital part of your professional network. As you move forward, tap into your network and share your decision. Engaging with others opens possibilities for collaboration and exciting opportunities. Designers often find inspiration through working with others, and you, as a life designer, should also capitalize on such interactions. Lastly, shape the narrative of why you left your previous job. Your departure story holds significance in your career path, and framing it positively leaves a lasting impression. Instead of focusing on negative aspects, like clashes with your boss, present your decision as a proactive move towards new passions or challenges. Cultivating a growth-oriented mindset will foster future success and make the experience of quitting an empowering aspect of your career journey. Mastering the freelance life. Embrace the benefits of self-employment by creating a low-risk prototype of your dream freelance career, designing your work life around your core values and prioritizing your well-being and success. Capitalize on your strengths and focus on client needs while regularly revising your rates. Streamline your workflow by outsourcing tasks to maintain efficiency and productivity. Being self-employed offers numerous benefits, such as flexibility, creative control, and the luxury of working in your pajamas. However, stepping into the realm of freelancing can feel daunting, and you may still encounter workplace challenges even after leaving the office environment. Fear not. A fulfilling freelance career is within your reach. Start by treating the world of self-employment as an opportunity to design your work life. If you're hesitant to make the leap, build a low-risk prototype of your dream freelance career by pursuing a side hustle during your free time. Whether it's consulting or hand-knitting hats, if your prototype proves successful, you have the green light to fully immerse yourself in freelancing. For some, freelancing may not be a dream but rather a necessary choice due to circumstances or economic changes. If you find yourself in this situation, reframe your mindset and design a career centered around your core values, be it money, flexibility, or fulfillment. Remember, your satisfaction as a freelancer lies entirely in your hands. To ensure your well-being and success, focus on becoming your own best boss. Identify your strengths and align them with your clients' needs to build your reputation. Reward yourself for accomplishments by revisiting your rates and increasing them as needed. A good wage is earned through good work. Lastly, optimize your workflow by delegating or outsourcing tasks that consume too much time or aren't your forte. By streamlining your workload, you're paving the way for your most remarkable work yet, ultimately mastering the art of the freelance life.
Designing your work life is a proactive, intentional process that can lead to a fulfilling and rewarding career. By applying lessons from Redesigning Your Work Life, such as learning to reframe, increase motivation, and leverage influence, you can make significant improvements in your current job or even take bold steps towards self-employment or new opportunities. The iterative design approach, focusing on reframing, re-enlisting, remodeling, and relaunching, is the key to turning unsatisfying jobs into career successes. Embrace a flexible, growth-oriented mindset and pursue challenges. It's time to unlock your potential and create the work life you've always desired.